It's Good Friday morning, and we are at the Badlands Off-Road Park, and today's word is grateful. We're feeling good, and visiting the Badlands Off-Road Park. So I'm going to do a review video for you guys. We are staying at the campground here. I've been coming here off and on for a lot of years. Let me get the camera turned around here, and we'll talk to you about this park. So this is the Badlands Off-Road Park campground. I think they call this off the trail. It is basically a large area that is right outside the entrance to the park. When I first came here probably 12 years ago, this was basically just a big giant field people would park their equipment in, and since then they've built roads, brought in power, full hookup sites. We are on a electric / water site. They've now got bathrooms and shower houses, everything you could want in a normal campground, and it's huge, so a lot of spaces. You got fire rings and picnic tables, like I say, all the stuff you'd expect at a campground. Just don't expect to sleep in because we get our rigs going here in the morning, and it's about 9 o'clock here, and people are starting to stir and getting ready to get out there. I think the park opens at 9 and is open till 5. I'll have to look up the hours to see if that's a normal thing or if that's just for the springtime here. We are here on Good Friday, like I said. So I'm going to walk up here. We're going to check out the bathroom / shower house. You can see straight ahead way up there in the distance. That's the campground check-in building. I'll go up there as well here in a second. So nice shower house. I don't know, this was probably built 7-8 years ago. I think we were here the first year it was around. Lots of side-by-sides. Side-by-sides are taking over the off-road world, which I theorized that a couple years ago. So men's and women's bathroom. Nice little place. So walking back to the vehicles, and a couple of our friends showed up. It's like Mark and Kathy and Gil. And Kenny's running behind. He'll meet us on the trail later today. Hey guys, morning. Good. How was your night? Alright, we're going to drive up to the front of the campground and get checked in because we came in at 1 o'clock last night. I had to work, and then it's a little over a 4-hour drive from Toledo to get here. Near Attica, Indiana. Those that are not familiar. Lots of empty campsites. Alright, let's go into this office and get checked in. So apparently the office is still closed. We're just going to go get checked into the park. So they do require flags here. So make sure you bring your flag. I don't know about you, but we own like 6 of them because we've showed up to off-road parks and not have our flags with us. So remember to bring it this time. Indoor check-in, trailer, parking lot. So this is the building where you check in. It's been, I think, 6 or 7 years since I've been here. So they used to have, let's see if they still do, I'm sure they probably do. Real nice store in here, items for sale. So go inside and get checked in.
Might need to get me a new Badlands shirt.
We got ourselves all checked in. We did 1 passenger, 1 rider. 2-day pass was $65 for us. So this was the first off-road park that Carrie and I ever came to. She actually came with John and Jess years ago. Came home, and that was when we bought our first Jeep.
15 years ago.
15 years ago, yeah. So then we found out inside, apparently the park was open in 1995. We were questioning that on the way here. How long has this park been around? So it's kind of fun to have that answered. Their store is awesome. Their campground is great. Prices are pretty normal and fair, I should say. Campground's very nice for an off-road park. Good open parking lots. So skill level definitely is great for people on quads, dirt bikes, 4x4s, side-by-sides.
It's definitely good for beginner Jeep riders.
Yeah. And there is the Rock Quarry area. And the Rock Quarry area is a lot of fun for people that are maybe have a buggy or a very built rig. Pretty much, if I came here again, I'm going to be spending most of my day there. Lots of mud. If it's wet here, you're going to be getting into some mud holes back in the woods especially. Lots of very large open areas that are kind of look like the sand dunes, but they are like pea gravel. So definitely a good park. Would still recommend it. So I'm going to turn this camera on so you can see us getting checked in here.
A little bit. Do you have Maprika on or no?
No, I have a video camera on.
Okay, I'll do Maprika on my phone.
Sounds good. If anybody's not familiar, there's an app out there that works. Maprika at a lot of these parks works pretty good because people basically download the park's map and it fairly well follows you through the park. Does a pretty good job. So
yeah, you link the map to Google spots.
Yeah, if you're going to load a map, but a lot of times the map's already loaded. There was no map for Hollerwood. I ended up loading that one. I've done some up in Grayling, some other stuff like that. Stop and get checked in here. Morning.
Morning, sir.
How are you?
It's here by wristbands.
So as you enter through the gate, you can go to the right. There's truck parking there if you need to unload. Trailered here, or if you want to just place to hang out, eat lunch or whatever. The roads here have a speed limit of 5 miles an hour. There's a no alcohol rule, which is pretty common for most of the parks around here.
But they do check.
Yeah, they'll check your coolers. We don't ever drink on the trails anyway. I just think it's a bad combination. Save that for the fire ring at the end of the night and tell some stories. So this is kind of a main road coming back in here. I think at one time maybe this was a rock quarry or something. That's why these actual roads are here leading back into the park. Another thing I will say for this park is it's very family oriented. There's tons of kids riding quads and dirt bikes around here, so if you do come, look out for those kiddos. So we have a fourth guy meeting up with us today. That's Kenny. He lives more over this way. Maybe, I think, 2-hour drive to this park. I don't know if he brought he's got a LJ and he has a JT that he actually just won through Northridge. Real setup, beautiful Jeep, 1 tons, 40s, all the goodies, overland setup. So I don't know which vehicle he brought. We're gonna pull up here and see what he drove here. Like Kenny brought his JT. He's airing down right now. Rock slide engineering steps.
Orange that way.
So out in this sandy open area, there's these couple little like small rock crawls. Especially if you're more like a stock vehicle, this is probably a little bit of a challenge. Kind of fun to do. I know last time we were here, I want to say that there's some rock ledges somewhere here. They were more buggy lines. Last time we were here, we were with a TJ. We had a TJ, and we were like on maybe a 35-inch tire at the time. And I don't know, what we thought was extreme then is a whole lot different than what we do now. So far from what I've seen in the park, if you are a little newer to off-roading, you probably have a blast here. I haven't seen anything that somebody on a 40-inch tire or something would be too excited about quite yet. But we'll see how the day goes. So if you're looking at the map, we're pretty much all the way to the left side of that map. So that would be the west, assuming it's north, south, east, west. And found a nice little creek bed. I'm gonna try to crawl through here. I like creek bed crawls, kind of in a lower lying area. The woods are muddier, marshier.
We gotta find the tubes. We pretty much rode the creek bed and that was it.
So we've been following along the creek bed for a little over 5 minutes now. And we're coming up on the tubes everybody always talks about here. Getting into a little bit bigger rocks as we approach them. Nothing too terrible. Sometimes this is underneath water, so the water level must be kind of low right now.
Yeah, because usually there's water flowing out of those tubes and it doesn't look like there's any.
Well, unless we're on the low end here. Might be the other side's where it's at. So where that Jeep's coming down right there to our right, we lost a brake line coming down that hill years ago. Howdy. No, this is the low end of the tubes.
Oh, it's UV.
So we came up and around the top of the tubes. Oh! That is quite the drop off. You can go across the bridge.
It looks like you can cross the bridge over the tubes.
And then come down around to the left, right?
To the right?
Yeah, it'll be the right.
I was going to take the path slightly to the right to meet you at the bottom there.
That's a rock ledge. We just came down here on 40s. We bottomed out our rock slider. So we're going to come up here and we're going to come through these tubes.
You want to snag your tire on this wall.
Yeah, just tell me what it looks like.
You got 6 inches this way. Oh, wait. Right over here. Take a picture. They must have filled that in. Remember you snagged your hitch in the end there?
Little momentum. There it is. All right. Well, walking back to the vehicle after doing the tubes here, come across this sign. Now entering the Badlands Rock Quarry, sponsored by 4-Wheel Drive Parts. It says no ATVs or motorcycles, which is good because, no offense, but in the Jeep world, a lot of these trails are getting tore up by side-by-sides, ATVs, making them no fun for us anymore. Let's check this out. Now we're talking. We found us some rocks. Kenny's gonna get up on Poser Rock if it doesn't push. There it is. There you go. There you go. Keep coming. Looking good. Straighten out. Right there. So Kenny wants his turn. There you go, she's climbing, looking good. Hold that wheel like you got it right there, come forward. Okay, a little bit passenger now. Right there, come forward. Slightly driver. There you go. Little driver more. There you go, come forward. There you go. There, now come passenger hard. If it's binding, just put it, okay, passenger hard if you can. There it is. Hard passenger. He's hard on that rock slider. Hold that cable in. Yep. There you go. She's got it. Oh. There she's climbing. So the Rock Quarry here at the Badlands does not disappoint. There's a lot of cool climbs in here.
So the park is made up of 1,000 acres, and I was told that they bought another 400 that they're going to be adding into the park at some point. You going that way?
Yeah. There you go. There you go. All articulated out. Nice. Good job. Yeah, straighten out there.
I gotta get over. Yeah, she could probably make that rock crawl. She might want a spider though.
It's all you. We are back on the east side of the park and kind of getting out in a little bit of a clearing, so I'll do a little dash cam video. These trails are pretty darn tight. So we left the Rock Quarry, went back to the shop, used the bathroom, then we went to the north side of the park, which is the opposite side. And
Mark, can you still see my flag back there?
quite a bit what we did. Super tight trails. Now we're kind of getting out into this open sandy area. Tons of trails back here. For a Jeep that's as wide as us, they get pretty tight in spots. But this area is a little more open than some of the stuff we've been doing. Getting more into like sandy and pines here. Testing that thing out good.
Make me breathe hard.
I thought you were going to get airborne behind us there. Oh, shoot.
Really good, man.
It does.
I'm impressed. It's fun. I mean, across the sand and stuff.
Yeah. It's soaking up the bumps for sure.
Yeah.
That's what those shocks are made for, right?
Yep.